Hartlik welkom by Agri-monitor. In vandag se program Bank Windhoek het hul Agri-reeks verlede week in die hoofstad gehad. Die hoofspreker was die waarnemende hoofveeartsenybeampe Dr. Johannes Shoopala. Ons gaan vir julle 'n deel van sy toespraak wys waar hy baie ernstige klem lê op die beskerming van ons voedselmandjie en hoe om volhoubaar te boer. Met die droogte is daar groot kommer, maar natuurlik ons hoop vir die beste en daar het daarom al 'n paar druppels uitgesak. En ook in ons program, president Nangolo Mbumba en landbouminister Kalle het die groenskema projekte besoek in die Kavango Oos en Wes streke. Sjoe, dit is omtrent ons voedselmandjie. Baie indrukwekkend. Ons speel uit met 'n video van hul besoek daar. Weens die skerp graanproduksie daling van jaar het invoerbehoeftes in die 2024-25 bemarkingsjaar gestyg tot 'n bo-gemiddelde vlak van ongeveer 330 000 ton. Die grootste deel daarvan is mielies wat beide wit mielies vir menslike verbruik en geel mielies vervoer insluit. Dr. Johannes Shoopala, die waarnemende hoofveeartsenybeampe in die landbouministerie, het dit tydens Bank Windhoek se Agri-reeks bevestig. Mielie-invoere in die eerste 5 maande van die bemarkingsjaar is byna dubbel die vlak van die vorige jaar wat die verhoogde invoerbehoeftes weerspieël. Hy sê die land is 'n netto-invoerder van graan met invoer wat gemiddeld sowat 2/3 van die nasionale graanverbruik vereiste uitmaak. Maar die droogte se impak op gewasproduksie lei tot 'n behoefte aan verhoogde invoer wat die land selfs meer kwesbaar maak vir eksterne markskommelings en hoër voedselpryse. Namibië is ideaal vir vrugteproduksie. Dit is ons tweede berig op die voorblad wat geskryf is deur Ilani Smit en Dr. Fidelis Mwazi, die uitvoerende hoof van die Akkerbouraad van Namibië, beskryf die gunstige toestande vir Namibië se vrugteproduksie. En dan ons voorblad foto, president Nangolo Mbumba en landbouminister Kalle het verskeie groenskema projekte in die 2 Kavango streke besoek. Op bladsy 2 het Ilani Smit ook 'n artikel geskryf oor die varkvleisbedryf wat uitdagings in die gesig staar weens te min kommersiële produsente. Die Lewende Hawe en Lewende Hawe Produkte Raad meen Namibiese produsente kry die beste prys per kilogram in die wêreld weens die plafonprys. En ons wys ook vir julle 'n foto van Lesotho wat kom kers opsteek het by ons eie pluimvee bedryf. En hulle het nou by ons kom leer wat om daar in die hooglande in Lesotho te doen met hul hoenders. Inderdaad 'n pluimpie in die pluimveebedryf se hoed. Op bladsy 3 is die veilings en die dagboek en dan die hoofartikel is oor kominale boere wat uitblink in Agra se speenkalf kampioenskap. Agra se speenkalf kampioenskap in die kominale gebiede was inderdaad 'n reuse sukses en is met die hoogste standaarde beoordeel. En dit is gelei deur 'n vooraanstaande paneel met jare se kundigheid in die veld. Ek werk baie saam met hulle en inderdaad, Paul Klein se span is werklik 'n fantastiese span. Op die agterblad is ons omgewing en natuurblad en Nexus knap oorde in ons vlagskippark in die Etosha Nasionale Park op by Hoomop, Olifantsbad en Sprokieswoud. En baie goeie nuus. Westnest Lodge by Gobabis het 'n splinternuwe baadjie aangetrek nadat die hoofgebou verlede jaar omtrent tot as afgebrand was. Ek onthou hoe hartseer was ek daaroor. Maar hulle het opgestaan uit die as, soos die Phoenix gereis uit die as. En die Spog Lodge spog nou selfs met 'n binnenshuise swembad nadat hulle die opknappingswerk gedoen het.
Director of Ceremonies, Mrs. Maria Emmanuel, Dr. Herman Fouché, I don't know whether you are here, the specialist at the Agricultural Research Council of South Africa, Mr. Hank Saisai, the technical advisor from Agri-Bank, Dr. Bertha Mundabuli, the lecturer of the University of Namibia, Mrs. Jacqueline Apak, Executive Officer Marketing and Corporate Communications at the Bank of Namibia, the Bank Windhoek. Bank Windhoek Executive Management Team, esteemed guests, members of the media, distinguished guests, a very good morning. Today I'm honored here to deliver this keynote address on an issue that affects not just our present, but also our future. And this is basically, we are talking of our livelihood, the impact of drought on Namibia's food basket. Under the theme, Cultivating Change, Strategies for a Resilient Agricultural Future, we will explore solutions and the strategies to build resilience within our agricultural sector in the face of climate change. The role of agriculture on the Namibia's economy is very vital, a vital component of Namibia's economy, contributing approximately 7% to the gross domestic product of the country, and employing close to 30% of the country's workforce, of which the majority reside in the rural areas. This sector has long provided sustenance, income, and security for our people. However, despite agriculture's importance to the Namibia's economy, Namibia remains highly reliant on imports to meet local food demands, with up to 60% of food consumed in the country sourced from external areas or imported into the country. Director of Ceremonies, this reliance on imports poses remarkable risks, especially when drought, like now which we have, drought conditions drive down local food production. As we have seen in recent years, global price fluctuations directly impact the cost of essential food items here, pushing many Namibians to the edge of food insecurity. Drought compounds this issue, leading to increased market prices, reduced household purchasing power, and a more challenging environment for our people to access affordable and nutritious food. Our climate is characterized by low and erratic rainfall, making drought a frequent occurrence. And over the past decades, droughts has also become increasingly intense and prolonged, with some estimates indicating that Namibia experienced drought or severe water scarcity in nearly every year for the past 10 years. This intensification of drought, driven largely by climate change, has reduced local food production, reduced livestock numbers, and also led to notable crop failures. For example, maize production has dropped by over 30% in some drought years, which is a clear indication of the potential or otherwise destructive potential of water scarcity. This impact is very, very severe. Director of Ceremonies, according to the information is received from our ministry, losses in the agricultural productivity due to drought have mounted to millions of Namibian dollars annually, where then livestock mortality rates rise due to drought periods, and then this, of course, erases the investment by farmers in the sector, and therefore reducing national food supplies. Additionally, the drought impacts on crop production leads to a need for increased imports, making the country even more vulnerable to external market fluctuations and high food prices. The country is a net importer of cereals, with imports accounting on an average for about 2/3 of the national cereal consumption requirements. So given the steep production downturn in 2024, cereals import in the 2024-25 marketing year have increased to an above average level of about 330,000 tons, the bulk of which is maize, including both white, which we normally use it for human consumption, and the yellow maize, which is a big source of feed for animal feed varieties. The pace of maize imports in the first 5 months of 2024-25 marketing year is almost double to the level of the previous year, basically then reflecting the increased needs for imports. Our government has responded to the drought crisis through various interventions. We have the National Drought Policy, which was established to address the escalating challenges of water scarcity, that also outlined measures for providing immediate relief to affected communities and also supporting farmers. In the recent drought years, the government has implemented food aid programs, subsidized livestock feed, and also introduced schemes to support income generation to farmers affected by drought. Additionally, the government was also invested in water infrastructure projects aiming to improve access to water for both human consumption and also agricultural use. However, these measures are essential as they largely focus on short-term relief. So as we are here today, as we look also to the future, we must then prioritize long-term resilience, and we need also then to move into a more resilient agricultural sector, which requires not only drought relief, but also sustainable solutions to manage water, diversify crops, and protect soil health. Director of Ceremonies, as this journey towards resilience, the private sector has a critical role to play. Therefore, public-private partnership, as we are here today, can bring new technologies, improved seed varieties, and innovate water management practices to rural areas, empowering farmers to better withstand drought and climate shocks. The private sector, for instance, can contribute to water-efficient irrigation systems, improve seed quality for drought-resistant crops, and work alongside government and the development partners or organizations to provide financial resources and the technical expertise. This collaboration allows us, Namibia as a country, to create synergies between our policies and the operational capacities of private businesses, which will lead to more effective climate adaptation strategies. Director of Ceremonies, addressing the challenges posed by drought and the climate change is beyond the capacity of any single institution. It requires collaboration between governments, the private sector, the non-governmental organizations, and the international partners. As we work together, we create a resilient and also sustainable agriculture sector that not only protects our food basket, but also strengthens our economy and supports our community. Finally, drought has placed a heavy strain on Namibia's agricultural economy, impacting food security, income generation, and economic stability. But with commitment, collaboration, and innovation, we can transform our agricultural practices to not only survive, but thrive. We have the opportunity to cultivate change that protects our people, change that supports our farmers, and this change can also then ensure a resilient agricultural future. Together, let's build a Namibia where the challenges of climate change are met with sustainable solutions, resilient, and also hope. Director of Ceremony, with those many, many words, I thank you.
Dagboek sluit op 19 en 20 November by Agra Provision aan vir hul bokproduksieopleiding. Leer noodsaaklike vaardighede en kennis oor bokbestuur, teeling, voeding en gesondheidsorg, wat ontwerp is om produsente te help om suksesvol te wees in bokboerdery. Moenie hierdie geleentheid misloop om jou kundigheid uit te brei met praktiese opleiding van professionele mense in die bedryf nie. Vir verdere navrae stuur 'n e-pos of skakel 061 290 9208. Veilings. Op 20 November hou Namibia Livestock Auctioneers 'n groot en kleinvee veiling op Aranos. Alle veilings is om 10:00 die oggend. Op 21 November hou Blouberg 'n groot veeveiling op Otjiwarongo en Windhoek Livestock Auctioneers 'n groot veeveiling op Kalkerrand. Op 22 November hou Blouberg 'n klein veeveiling op Grootfontein. Op 26 November hou NLA 'n groot en klein veeveiling op Goggas en WLA 'n klein veeveiling op Riobot. Op 27 November hou Blouberg 'n groot veeveiling op Grootfontein. Op 28 November vind daar 'n groot veeveiling in Windhoek aangebied deur WLA. Op 29 November hou Agra 'n groot en kleinvee veiling op Wilhelmstal. NLA hou 'n groot en kleinvee veiling op Mariental en Blouberg 'n groot veeveiling op Wilhelmstal. Al hierdie veilings vind om 10:00 die oggend plaas. Behalwe op 29 November hou Agra die groot noordelike bulveiling op Grootfontein wat om 11:00 die oggend sal plaasvind. Vleispryse per kilogram op veilings. Alle vleispryse het gestyg, behalwe die van stoorverse wat 'n daling getoon het. Tollies gaan nou vir 34 Namibiese dollar 29 sent. Verse $31.31 sent. Stoorosse $32.2 sent. Stoorverse is die enigste pryse wat af is en staan nou op $29.67 sent. Slagosse se pryse is ook op en staan op 34 Namibiese dollar 3 sent. Slagverse gaan vir $32.93 sent. Slagbulle beloop $30.58 sent. Koeie se pryse is ook op en is wissel van maar na vetkoeie tussen $24.54 en $33.52 per kilogram. Koeie met kalwers per kop beloop $11.564. Bokke per kop $1.000 Namibiese dollar 247. Slagskape se pryse is ook op. Dorpers gaan vir $37.38 en vetsterte vir $37.62.
Explore the beauty of Namibia with our car rentals. From wide open spaces to the plains of Namibia's national parks. Enjoy the freedom of the open road. Go anywhere you want, whenever you want. We've got you covered, even in the most remote locations. Visit our website and see what we have to offer.
President Nangolo Mbumba en landbouminister Kalle Schletwijn het die groenskema projekte daar besoek in die Kavango-Oos en Wesgebiede. As ek so na die foto's kyk, sjoe, dit lyk vir my soos 'n lushof en omtrent ons voedselmandjie. Ons speel uit met 'n positiewe video oor al hierdie projekte en hulle was ook daar by die Mashare Bloubessie projek.
We are experiencing this year truly a drought which we cannot easily remember, having a drought like this. And it was always a pressure on the government. Where can we find food? How can we survive as a country? And Cabinet decided a long time ago to make sure that we give the Minister of Agriculture enough resources to make sure that our green scheme truly become green. To get their tractors, to get their machineries, to get their seed, to get their fertilizers. The person we sent here first was Honorable Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. We still consider that because of this drought, we should use this drought as a springboard to make sure that we truly pay attention to our grain scheme, put in the necessary funds, motivate those who are working to make sure that we produce. This particular one, I have never been to the blueberry one, okay? It is also to encourage investors who want to invest in our land. We have enough land, we have water, the soil is deep enough. Others, for them to expand their production, and for others also to come and invest in our country, create jobs. Those ladies who are harvesting the berries, weighing them. Their children will go to school.